Hi, hello and welcome. Welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome back to another random Heroes of the Storm video. Friendly team, me on Junkrat, the old trusty, you know I love to play Junkrat by now. Maltael, Abatur, Muradin, Stukov. A nice balance between damage and tankiness. A bit more focused on the tankiness side maybe. Muradin had the little golden circle below him, so we know he is probably skilled with this hero. Enemy team, Chroma, Lucio, Zul'jin, Artanis, Johanna. Focused more on damage dealers. The levels in these games, or in this game rather, are a bit on the higher side again. But then again, it's a little balanced. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I don't think it's perfectly balanced, I don't know. How would you even go about deciding whether the levels in the game are perfectly balanced? Maybe... Well, looks like our Maltael and Stukov know each other from the previous game. Maybe you just sum... You take the sum of all the levels on each team and you compare the two of those. You see if like the combined level of all of us together is, for example, like 2500 and the combined level of them is like 3000, then you can start to ask yourself like, that's 500 extra levels. Is that a substantial difference? Is that a significant difference? There's probably some real statistical tests you could actually use to determine whether it is a significant difference, whether it is something to be worried about, whether it is something that will probably make quite a large difference. I don't want to be in there, in the middle of their team. I wonder why Heroes of the Storm has this face of like, hey, the start of the game, alright, that means that you're gonna go absolutely crazy in the mid lane and you're gonna fight together with your entire team. We have someone soaking top, someone soaking bot, whereas they do not, which is, I think, a very, very nice thing for... Whoops. Didn't quite expect that to kill me. That was a lot of damage, no? Or was that just me? Was I being overzealous with the amount of health I had left? I'm not sure. I wasn't paying the utmost attention or the most attention I could pay, but... Okay, this Artanis has like a bunch of those golden circles below him, so I think he is very good with this hero, as is Zul'jin. That's something we should maybe pay a little bit more attention to, I guess. Because, I mean, I could have expected the Zul'jin to do some crazy stuff if I maybe saw that earlier. If I spotted him being an insane Zul'jin player earlier. Ooh, nice little ping there for them to retreat for a second, because I knew that we were getting ganked in the top lane. I'm glad that they responded. Sometimes, especially in League, you ping people, you even tell them in chat sometimes like, hey, my laner is coming over to your lane. So if you don't want to die and if you don't want to feed him some kills, you better watch the fuck out. And then the people are still like, yeah, that's interesting, but I don't actually really care. And then you die. Then you die. Played with Sky the previous time. Yeah, we could have, we knew that. He picks support and plays solo. Oh, so that's the Stukov, I guess. Interesting. Well, at this point in time, I mean, we are still gathering experience, and as everybody who watches the Onkruid channel knows, I think that's a very, very important part of a Heroes of the Storm game, so I don't blame it at all for the playstyle he is utilizing at this point, because he has like almost 1k experience soaked. Not exactly as many as as much as I would have hoped, but alas, I think we still have time, of course. The seed is here. Are we gonna put up a fight for it, or are we just chilling? I presume we are gonna put up a fight for it. I'll help out Maltael first though. Or no, I guess I'll just start off with the seed, because it seems like we have a little bit more control over this side of the map at this point. Especially since my two tanky boys are rolling up. Maltael's capturing, okay. I will help out Muradin here. Ooh, should have protected Maltael a little bit more maybe, but I mean, I'm just trying to help out my entire team. Chromie, get out of here for a second. Yeah, he's gonna get me. Oh, I wanted to drop my trap. Guess I should have maybe tried to move into them a little bit more, because I knew I was dying, so my total mayhem would have then dealt some more damage potentially to their team. But the Stukov strategy, I'm not certain about it, especially because he is standing AFK. Now that is interesting. That's an interesting part of the deal I hadn't considered yet. Yeah, like playing solo, okay. Gathering XP, okay. Standing AFK for the half of the game, Maybe not necessarily exactly what I was hoping for to find in a Heroes of the Storm teammate. Maybe my what am I looking for? Maybe my needs are just a little bit too high, and I should be happy with what I do get, which is hopefully in the end game a little support player helping us out a little bit at least, but I'm not sure. I'm just trying to stack up my quest for a second here, not going too crazy, not getting killed by the ganking Zul'jin, because my quest stacking has been lackluster so far. Get some turret hits out there on the Joanna, but we're definitely not gonna even dent her armor at this point in time. And again, just try to stack up that quest, try to make my grenade launcher deal a little bit more damage to compete with these late game damage pumpers that we have on the enemy team, and I guess on the friendly team as well. Because Abatur's damage scales up a little bit, but mostly I think this team is just gonna rely on me to deal all the damage. Should have not done that maybe, because I mean we were in a prime position to use our total mayhem to the offensive advantage there. Then again, I'm focused more on pushing, gathering this experience. That's some weird Abatur mines, because I mean we were already working on that wave. We can interrupt him. They'll deal some damage. I don't want Lucio to be in here. I want us to just kill the Joanna if possible. They got the seed, that's sad. I don't want to get flanked here. I don't want to get wrecked. Oh, please die. Thank you very much for dying there. We could still go in with our ult here, because, I mean, we are low health, but our ult kills us anyway, so that's no big deal. Great job by the Malthael there. And we are having the heroic team advantage, which is maybe partly because of Stukov's little adventures here in the top lane. I'll help him out and push a little bit with him. But then I will just recall, regain my footing, and head back over to the mid lane where I was soaking the experience. Malthael seems to really be focused on jungling, which I respect. I don't see that often in Heroes of the Storm, at least not in the possibly low-level games I'm used to playing. I don't often see people focused purely on clearing out the jungle camps, but I guess I will help him out if he is going to do it with this camp here in the bottom. We have to focus on the seed a little bit though. Malthael doesn't necessarily see that, or he is focused on getting that jungle camp first, but we really desperately need to look for the seed. Otherwise, the team on the enemy side of things will have free roam with their garden terrors. We could go for a little Zul'jin first, possibly. My mine is not in a great position there. And it's apparently not my mine. Is it Abatur who created a clone of me, and did that confuse me? Because that sucks. Ah, damn. Should have aimed that a little bit better. Wanted to hit the Lucio, but of course Lucio is a bit of a slippery target as per definition. Stukov with us. Stukov is with us actually, so I respect that. I mean, he is dead, but he tried his best. And here we go, Garden Terrors for the enemy. Not necessarily what we were hoping to see opposing us. Abatur probably has the one in the top lane. We are gathering the one in the mid lane, or trying to deliver it to Satan Lucifer himself. Just killing it is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm trying to use all these fancy expressions. Well, then again, I do know. It is because I am a verbally inclined person. I love being verbal, and I think that using some different expressions as to what you're used to hearing, a little bit of that surprise factor, is maybe in large part why these videos are enjoyable in the first place. But maybe I'm just tooting my own horn to a way too large extent, and the bullshit you are hearing on this channel is not of a literary quality at all. And you're just laughing at my face for what I'm saying, what I'm rambling about at this point in time. Want to get some quest stacks up here if possible. Seems like Muradin wants some more than just quest stacks. I respect that Tastingo. I'm gonna just ignore him for a second. That should kill him. Just auto-attacking. That's all I'm doing. Just gathering some auto-attacks in there. Our fort is falling in the top lane. I thought somebody would defend top, but I guess not the case. Wait, give me my quest stacks. Give me all the quest stacks in the world, please. You're not catching me, Lucio. You're not catching me at all. Romy, I can do this all day. Boom, boom. Just stacking them up. 48, not too bad. Could be better still, but not like shamefully bad. Bam! Again, Chromie, I can do this all day. It's a battle I will win and you will lose. I can assure you that. He moves a little bit too close. One of our stray bombs fired at the turrets here might even already catch her. Matael still jingling nicely. Well, that auto attack in there was not necessarily meant to happen, but I'm glad I took the Joanna out with me. I was gonna talk about how this is Wednesday, and Wednesday is... Ooh, that's a nice cup of tea right there. Wednesday used to be my free day. Since January, Tuesday is supposedly my free day, but it isn't often. Yesterday it was for the first time. I really had no clients, and oh, what a blessing it was. Not even in disguise, just like widely out there in the open. It was a blessing, to say the least. In a sense of, I have calm days already because of the exams and stuff here in Belgium. So a lot of my clients, which are students in the university here in the city I work in, they have been going home for a while and they have not been doing, been needing my therapy services or not using the therapy services at this point in time. So the weeks have been calm, but there is still a large difference. There's a large difference between doing nothing in terms of work on a day and seeing even one client. It gets you into this working mode that you can't really get out of, you know. It's like a yes or no. It's a black or white statement, whether the day is a working day or not. It maybe feels a little bit calmer, sure, because, well, you have only one client, as I just said, but still, it feels like, yeah, this is a day where I worked, so this is not a complete chill day. And then yesterday, Tuesday, when I did have that first complete chill day, oh man, whew, felt happy, felt smiling, felt a little gay, to use the word in its old expression. Oh, I'm glad we got that off, because it was a little bit dangerous. Let's just get rid of the minion wave, because that gives us a lot of XP, and then we can rejoin our team immediately, or we can head into the top lane. I think heading into the top lane for 1 second to defend a little bit here is going to be beneficial, before our entire base is all of a sudden just destroyed. But I think now, after pushing this wave, I will have to make my way over to the bot lane quickly, because gathering the seed is going to be of prime importance to us, and helping out our team in this large team fight they are doing is also going to be important to us. Let's just throw a whole bunch of grenades out here. Yes, yes. Hello, my name is Junkrat, and I came here to bring some havoc, to fucking wreak some havoc. Whew, that felt nice. A nice little ambush. I think I used it to my fullest capacity. And now if we could gather the seed as well, then it really will have been a successful endeavor. I see Matael already heading over here. He knows what's up. I'll help out with killing the garden little shits. He's capturing it. I'll block some attacks if a Chromie bolt comes in. Do they pierce? I don't think they pierce, right? There we go. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. I am a little bit disturbed by this mine being here, but I guess it's just something I will have to deal with without nagging too much. I wanted to quickly get some structure damage in there, but in the end we faced a Chromie, and the Chromie dealt more damage to us than we actually did to the structure. It's hard. This is like the hardest part of a Junkrat game, because I don't know whether I should focus on already dealing the structure damage or whether I should still focus on stacking up my quest. It's a hard decision process to be engulfed in. And doing both at the same time is, of course, going to be the nicest approach. Let's Lucio ult bait it out. I'm going to try and use my mind a little bit. If our Q ability recharges once, I will definitely use my spray and pray. Look at this. Yes, now that is some damage I dealt there. I'm going to use my ult as well. He's not going to be able to interrupt me. Let's just kill Lucio if we can. Ah, damn. I should really stop chasing Lucio with that, because I know he is just too slippery. Still, I do it though. How is our team looking? Not amazing, but not bad either. I'm back though. I'm back already. Come on. No. Yes, sir. Bigger cannonballs. Sign me up, please. Stukov, Stukov, Stukov. You piece of shit. I don't understand why he didn't just interrupt this fella for a second. But that's all fine. If he now interrupts the rest of their team while I'm capturing this, I will still be a happy little fella. Thank you for the zoning, Stukov. Thank you very much. He could have done more. He could have already started the jungle camp up here, but I am not gonna look a gifted horse in the mouth for now, you know? Lucio, I can keep doing this all day. I'll just throw auto attacks your way and you're gonna have to do something about them sooner or later because they are wrecking you. If our grenade launcher comes off cooldown, we are using the spread function immediately. Because I feel like this siege opportunity right here is something we shouldn't just let pass by. There we go. Some nice damage dealt there. Both to heroes and structures. Use our little mine to get rid of some more minions. And now I'm waiting for some healing from Stukov potentially. I don't know what this woman is thinking, this Joanna, because she's not going to be able to chase me down. That's all I know. Make sure that we don't get flanked by the team though. Stukov. Thank you. He's paying some attention at least. He's with us. He's looking at us. Bye-bye. You're not interrupting this. Thank you for the heals. Just stacking up my quest. Ooh, yeah, that's some nice quest stacking. 114, huh? That's awesome. I don't know who's in there. Or Muradin is, so I will definitely help him out. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Can we just kill Chromie, please? I'll even sacrifice my life for it if I have to. I'm playing like I want to play, and I think I'm playing quite well. Please, if you have any Junkrat suggestions, leave them in the comments. It's not that I think that I'm like this well-versed Junkrat professional that can use no help at all, because I think there's still a lot to learn for me, even though I have been finding my footing with this champion a little bit, with this hero rather. I still have a lot to learn for sure. Grenade launcher, spread fire. Just deal some nice damage out here. That's fine. Can this kill him? Yes, it can. And it also got rid of Soljin so that our Muradin can hopefully escape. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Abatur with me. I'd love to hear that. Just quickly gonna get some more structure damage in there and then I'm gonna head straight out of here. Take a little jungle camp on the way out, if possible. We have been ahead in experience this entire game. And I think that is definitely what's keeping us in the game for the most part. And additionally, it's my structure damage and hero damage, but I don't want to be boastful. But I think I am doing a nice job of providing our team with some much needed control of this game. I'm glad they didn't spot me while I was doing that jungle camp, because I would not have been able to face the entirety of the enemy team there. The seed is of lesser importance now because it's 1 of 3, so it doesn't necessarily completely matter, but I do appreciate my team getting in there, getting nice and dirty, and just getting the seed for us. I'll introduce some grenades into the mix here just to stack off my quest and to harass them a little bit, not necessarily to introduce a fight into the mix, but it looks like our team does want to do that. I don't want to get Zul'jinned. I'm just gonna get out of there for a second. They are not noticing the Zul'jin damage, which is problematic because Zul'jin is doing a lot of damage. Popped his ult there. Yeah, I don't know why they necessarily did that. I mean, maybe I gave the signal that I wanted to fight, but it was definitely not my intention. He does call us out with a my bad though, so I guess he realized that was not the best approach. Maltael with the BM. Yes, that is like really, really mean. What is my client today? Or who is my client today, rather? That's a bit more respectful of a manner to talk about another human being. It is an intake conversation, so I guess I can't really provide the answer yet about who my client is today. I still have a lot to learn about who he is. I know that it's a male, I know that he is in a relationship, and I know that because it is a client I have actually gotten from my one of my colleagues that does relational therapy, that does couples therapy, and it is the male part of the relationship, of the heterosexual relationship, so I know that he has a girlfriend. It is the male part of the relationship Just let me be. Just let me die. It is the male counterpart of the relationship. But I don't even necessarily know what I am seeing him for. I know that the colleague that sent this person to me has previously sent like a male relationship member to me. And that was because of work-life balance, work stress. Being kind of a barrier, of being in the way of the couple's work she actually wanted to do. She sees the male and the female partner together, but the male partner had some personal problems that were interfering with the couples therapy side of things, so she sent the male to me to try and alleviate some of those problems that were forming a barrier. Maybe this is a very similar story. I'm not certain. I don't necessarily know. I don't know yet. I've gotten almost no information about this client, and that's how I like it. Sometimes I think that it's hard to make that call. Sometimes it's very handy to already know the story a bit beforehand, because you don't have to go over some useless details throughout the entirety of your intake conversation. But sometimes having a complete clean slate can also be very, very helpful, because you hear everything straight from that person's perspective. Someone else telling the story will always like lay a little bit of a different emphasis on things. So it's great. It's great to hear it straight from the source, you know. I'm gonna focus on staying near my teammates for the rest of this game. I think that is like an essential thing to focus on if we want to have a chance at winning this. They're gonna gather that seed. It's no big deal. I just want to come and stack up my quest if possible. It looks like they have all gotten out of there already. I wonder if the enemies see that mine on the ground here as well. After that one client, I'm doubting. I'm hesitating. I don't necessarily know exactly what I want to do after that. Do I want to come back and work on some videos? Because I have like 3 hours before the next thing where I have to be on time. That is the approach that seems to be the nicest at this point in time. Although I must say that the bicycle ride back here kind of plagues me. Kind of tortures me, especially in this insanely cold weather for sure. So it's not certain that that is the best approach, because it will cost me a lot of effort to do that. But then again, I will have 3 whole hours to work on videos, and 3 hours is nothing to sneeze at. 3 hours can really, really make a difference. I did it. Mom, I did it. I was talking and killing them at the same time. And I guess little Abatur friend buddy over here also did his part. But I mean, I think my spread fire there, I have 100k hero damage. There's something to the build I'm using here, right? I know that I saw another Junkrat player using not spread volley, but another ability of that tier, like the grenade launcher cooldown whenever you hit heroes. Also nice, also beneficial, but this spread volley just has the possibility, has the opportunity, has the power in it to be a complete game changer. So I think we shouldn't disregard it. We shouldn't just brush it away as being one of the options. In my books, it is the option. I'm just gonna pellet them with grenades. I'll pop my ult and I'll pop it onto their base, but either way, the game is already over. Wow, okay, quite intense, quite long, but a victory in the end. We were on the brink of throwing, but we took it back nicely. Who's going to be the MVP? Might be Maltael, might be Abatur, might be yours truly. Got that. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye bye.